नमस्कार. तुमकां सगळ्यांक ह्या पत्रकार परिशदेक मागीर येवकार. आज आमच्या बरोबर आसा श्री भौमानेस्त राघव चड्डा. ते स्वतः एक CA चार्टर्ड अकाउंटंट. तांच्यांनी लंडन स्कूल ऑफ इकॉनॉमिक्स हांगासर शिक्षण घेतलां. म्हणून ह्या आयच्या ह्या पत्रकार परिशदेक उलोवपाक तांकां मुद्दम आव्हान दिल्लें आनी तें आव्हान स्विकारून हांगा आयल्या. ते आम आदमी पक्षाचे यंगेस्ट नॅशनल स्पोक्सपर्सन म्हटल्यार अतिताय जावची ना. पॉलिटिकल अफेअर्स कमिटीचे ते सदस्य आशिल्ले. जी कमिटी आम आदमी पक्षाची नॅशनल लेवलाचेर सगळ्यांत मोठी एपेक्स बॉडी आसा, डिसिजन मेकिंग बॉडी. तशेंच ते राजेंद्र नगर कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचे MLA. आनी तुमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आसा ते आज मुद्दम गोंयान आयल्या कारण आमचे पावर मिनिस्टर बाब निलेश काब्राल हांच्यांनी पयर एक उक्ती चॅलेंज दिल्ली की दिल्लीचे कोणीय येवचें आनी हांगा आमी ताजे कडेन भासाभास करपाक, डिबेट करपाक तयार आसा म्हणून. आनी तांच्यांनी 5 दीस पयलीं तें आव्हान स्विकारून येतले म्हणून सांगलेलें आनी ते आज पावले. फुडलें हांव मागता रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहता हूँ कि राघव जी इसके बारे में बताइए.
Dear friends from the media, first of all I extend a very warm welcome to you on behalf of the Goa unit of Aam Aadmi Party. As all of you are very well aware that a few days ago the Honorable Power Minister of Goa had made a call for a public debate, had thrown a challenge of a public debate on the issue of electricity. He said that let the Kejriwal model of electricity be debated with the BJP model of electricity. And he even went to the extent of saying that he will bear the expenses of anyone who wishes to come from Delhi to come and have a public debate with him on this matter. We accepted his challenge and I said 5 days ago that on the 17th of November by 2 o'clock in the afternoon I will arrive in Goa and come for this public debate. Please let me know the venue and the time for this debate. Now unfortunately Mr. Cabral hasn't responded to it. What one understands now is that Mr. Cabral is running away from his own challenge, is shying away from this public debate and is now giving excuses. He is giving excuses of protocol. He is saying, I never gave him a challenge. I don't wish to debate. I don't wish to conduct any public debate. Before I get to the details of the electricity models of both the states, let me state very clearly that what has transpired in Goa is that the BJP's high command sitting in Delhi has reprimanded the Goa leadership of BJP, has reprimanded the Chief Minister of Goa and asked them to not indulge in any such public debate. As a result of which the Goa leadership is running away from the challenge which they themselves had originally given. Now imagine if the Chief Minister and the Goa leadership cannot even participate in a public debate which will deepen democracy, which will benefit the people of Goa, can the Chief Minister and his government govern fearlessly for the benefit of people of Delhi? If they cannot, without the consent of their high command, do a simple debate, can they actually govern fearlessly for the people of Goa? He is citing issues of protocol for not participating in this debate. Speaking of protocol, I am an MLA in Delhi. He is an MLA from Goa. I was elected by people of Delhi. He is elected by people of Goa. I am part of the government of Delhi. He is part of the government of Goa. I am part of the administration in Delhi and I look after one portfolio. He is part of the administration in Goa and look after one portfolio. What is the protocol issue? Why is he shying away from this debate? Tomorrow he will say that due to protocol issues I will not debate with somebody who is wearing a blue shirt. Day after he will say because of protocol issues I will not debate with somebody who is younger to me. These are nothing but excuses, and what has happened is that the BJP High Command has reprimanded the leadership of Goa. I wish to explain to you what this debate would have been had this debate happened. What are these two models that we talk about? On one hand, we have the Kejriwal model of electricity. On the other hand, you have the BJP model of electricity. In the Kejriwal model of electricity, you get 24/7 uninterrupted supply of power, and you get 24/7 uninterrupted supply of power at free of cost. In Delhi, for consumption of electricity up to 200 units, there is no cost applied. Your electricity bill comes to zero and you get 24/7 electricity. Above 200 units and up to 400 units, your electricity bill stands reduced by 50%, it's half. That is not the case in Goa. In Goa, what you see is erratic supply of power, including Goa's own power minister's constituency does not get regular supply of power. There are long erratic supplies and power cuts, and on top of it, electricity in Goa is expensive. I will show you bills of both the governments, electricity bills, before I make a very important announcement today. These are bills from Delhi, the Delhi government's electricity bills, and I will share it with you after this press conference. Consumption of units 177. A consumer consumed 177 units of electricity. His bill is zero. Zero bill. This is the electricity bill. I've come with documentary evidence today. Another bill of consumption of 204 units by another consumer. His bill has come out to rupees 13.36. That is 13 rupees 36 paisa. Another bill of one Mr. Narayan Singh, who is a consumer of Delhi. He has consumed 205 units. His bill is 73. Another bill of one Mr. Vineet Deshwal of Delhi. He has consumed 211 units of electricity. His bill has come out to 4 rupees 99 paisa. Another bill of Miss Manisha Singh. She has consumed 174 units. Her bill is also zero. Another bill of 200 units with some previous unpaid expenses, unpaid bills. Her bill has come out to rupees 92. Therefore, I can go on and on and on and on about how bills in Delhi, which I am carrying with me, are absolutely negligible, and every consumer gets free electricity up to 200 units. On the other hand, you have electricity bills of Goa issued by the Goa government, which also I will show to you. You have a bill where a consumer has consumed 146 units. His bill has come out to rupees 377. You have another consumer who has consumed 141 units. His bill has come out to rupees 292. Had this consumption happened in Goa, his bill would have been zero. Another consumer who has consumed 129 units, his bill has come out to rupees 374. I can go on and on and on and on, and I am carrying several bills. On one hand, I have the bills of the Kejriwal model of electricity. On the other hand, I have bills of the BJP model of electricity. In Kejriwal model of electricity, you get free electricity. and 24/7 electricity without any interruption. In BJP model of electricity, you get expensive electricity. You are fleeced, you are robbed, and on top of it, you do not even get proper supply of electricity. Now I wish to make a very important announcement today. A very, very categorical announcement. When the Aam Aadmi Party forms a government in Goa, when the Aam Aadmi Party wins the upcoming elections, the state elections of Goa, within 48 hours, we will ensure that every consumer who consumes up to 200 units of electricity pays no money for consumption. That is, his bill becomes zero. And every consumer who consumes electricity between 200 units up to 400 units, his bill will be reduced by 50%. That is, the bill will be halved. I am making a very, very important announcement today. And let me tell you, 73% of Goa's consumers, 73% of Goa's population consumes up to 200 units of electricity every month. That means 73% of Goans will get zero electricity bill when the Aam Aadmi Party government is formed in the next state election. And this decision will be taken within 48 hours of forming the government. I give you my word, I make a categorical promise to the people of Goa. 73% Goans consume up to 200 units of electricity. And another 20% Goans consume electricity between 200 units to 400 units. These 20% consumers of Goa, these 20% Goans who consume between 200 and 400 units will get their bills reduced by 50%. Their bills will be halved. That means 73% plus 20%. 93% is the sum. 93% of the people of Goa will benefit within 48 hours of the Aam Aadmi Party government in Goa, and this decision will be taken. I am making a very categorical promise, a categorical announcement before the people of Goa. If the BJP wants, they could have done this also. But what is lacking in the BJP is the political will to do so. If the Aam Aadmi Party can do this in Delhi, why can't the BJP government do it in Goa? When we formed government in Delhi, electricity prices were touching the roof, touching the skies. They were abnormally high, and power cuts of 8 to 12 hours a day was par for the course. That was a given. And now there are no power cuts in Delhi. There is uninterrupted supply 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And if you have friends in Delhi and relatives in Delhi, do ask them how many of them now own either an inverter or a generator. Inverters and generators in Delhi have been consigned to history. Nobody uses them anymore because we get 24/7 power supply in Delhi. Now, I will share a very, very important statistic with you to explain to you how we can do it in Delhi and why BJP has failed to do this in Goa. In Delhi, the annual budget of the government is roughly 60,000 crores. And the population of Delhi is 2 crore people. 60,000 crores budget, 2 crore people, which comes to roughly rupees 30,000 spent per annum per person by the government. You divide 60,000 crores by 2 crore population, you will come to rupees 30,000 expenditure per person by the government. That is, the government of Delhi, the Kejriwal government in Delhi spends rupees 30,000 per person on each citizen of Delhi every year to give all these benefits and schemes. On the other hand, the annual budget of Goa, for the state of Goa, is 21,000 crores and the population of Goa is roughly 15 lakhs. You divide 21,000 crores by 15 lakhs, you come to a huge sum of rupees 1,40,000 crores. That is, in Delhi, the government spends about 30,000 rupees per person, and in Goa, the government allegedly spends rupees 1,40,000 rupees per person. If in 30,000 rupees we can give free electricity, free water, state-of-the-art schools, best hospitals in the country, why can't the Goa government, which spends 1,40,000 rupees per head, do all of this and several other things? Because there is not political will, there is absence of honesty, uprightness, and the concern for the people of Goa. I want to ask, through you, the government of Goa and those who are part of the leadership of the ruling party in Goa, as to where does this money go? If you have 1,40,000 rupees per person to spend, where is this money going? Who is looting the exchequer? Where is this money going? As all of us know that in the last Goa elections, 17 legislators of the Congress party were elected, 17 MLAs. Out of those 17 MLAs, 12 MLAs in a jiffy after the election joined the BJP. Was there a deal? Was there exchange of money in this horse trading? Is the money that was spent, allegedly spent, in buying and selling of MLAs, is that money now being recovered by looting the exchequer? Is this where 1,40,000 spent per head per person by the government is going? I want to ask this question. I want clarity on this question. I need clarification on this question from the government of Goa. What Goa today needs is an honest, upright political party to lead Goa. A party of and for the Goans, and not the BJP, which today is fleecing the people of Goa, is looting the people of Goa. In conclusion, let me say this, that today on Mr. Kabra's invitation, I had come to debate with him. I would have absolutely loved and have been delighted if Mr. Kabral would have conducted this public debate, would have participated in this public debate. In fact, I asked Mr. Kabral through you to please avail this opportunity. I am in Goa on your invitation, and the reprimand and the strict instructions that he has received from the BJP's high command. Let me in conclusion say this, that the next election in Goa will be an election between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party. It will be a straight fight between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Bharatiya Janata Party. Congress lacks credibility. Congress stands diminished, has become irrelevant, and is now being discarded for its betrayal to the people of Goa. And because they have betrayed the people of Goa, because they have indulged in betrayal of the mandate given by the people of Goa, Congress stands to become and has become irrelevant as far as electoral politics of Goa is concerned, and therefore it will be a straight fight between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP. And our announcement regarding the electricity rates stands. Within 48 hours of forming the government in Goa, we will ensure that 73% of Goans get zero electricity bills. That is, their electricity will become free of cost. And another 20% Goans will get 50% rebate, 50% discount, 50% rebate in their electricity bills. That is, their bills will stand to be reduced by 50%. It will be halved. And because Mr. Kabral in that very famous press conference had invited me to come and participate in this debate with him, he had thrown a challenge my way. He had even announced his phone number, and said, this is my phone number. Anybody who wishes to take up this challenge should call me. I will now in front of you, or using my own phone, call Mr. Cabral and request him for this public debate. The number that he had given, I'm calling him.
तुमच्याद्वारे डायल केला गेलेला नंबर ह्या वेळेस व्यस्त आहे. कृपया थोड्या वेळाने प्रयत्न करा. The number you have dialed is currently busy. Please try later. आपके द्वारा डायल किया गया नंबर अभी व्यस्त है. कृपया कुछ समय पश्चात प्रयास करें.
His number is 9822103292. 9822103292. Mr. Cabral doesn't seem to be answering my phone call.
Try one more time.
Is there any other number of Mr. Cabral that anyone in the media has?
Single number.
Is this the right number? I'll read it again. 9822103292. Is this a number? Please convey to Mr. Cabral, since he doesn't seem to be answering my phone calls, he seems to be busy, that I wish to have this public debate with him. Please tell me, where do I come to have this public debate with you? If you have any questions that my friends from the media have, please tell me.
So, you have any plans to meet Minister personally?
Look, I have come, it is not about the minister or myself, it is about the people of Goa. If a debate like this would have happened, it would have benefited the people of Goa, it would have deepened democracy. It is a healthy practice in democracy for two people from two different parties, two different ideologies, two different ideas of governance to come together and have a healthy discussion. Unfortunately, Mr. Cabral seems to be running away from this. I can go to his house, I can go to his office, provided that a debate happens in front of your cameras, in front of the people of Goa. I am not here to meet him behind closed doors. I am here to conduct or participate in a public debate with him.
No, but as far as Cabral is concerned, he has said, I would like to have a debate with power to power. That your power minister is the power minister. So what do you have to say?
Yes, I answered this question. Look, he is citing protocols. He is citing protocol reasons. He is saying, I will debate with the power minister. I will speak to him. Now, Mr. Cabral is an elected representative of the people of Goa. I am the elected representative of the people of Delhi. Mr. Cabral is an MLA from Goa. I am an MLA from Delhi. Mr. Cabral is part of the government in Goa. I am part of the government of Delhi. Mr. Cabral handles one important portfolio in the government of Goa. I handle one important portfolio in the government of Delhi. What is the protocol issue? These are not issues of protocol. These are excuses. Tomorrow he will cite issues of protocol and say that I will not debate with somebody who is wearing a blue colored shirt or a white colored shirt. He can also say that I will not debate with somebody who is younger to me. These are issues. These are excuses. These are frivolous grounds of withdrawing one's challenge. I ask him to reconsider this withdrawal of his challenge and give a nice opportunity to the people of Delhi, people of Goa, to witness this debate between the Kejriwal model of electricity that is being practiced in Delhi and the BJP model of electricity that is being practiced in Goa.
He has spoken, he has also mentioned saying that you are welcome to his office. I know you have tried to call up. Let's say then you would like to visit his office or what?
I told you, I was very categorical in my assertion. I am not here to meet somebody behind closed doors. This is not a discussion I wish to have behind closed doors. This is a discussion that I wish to have, or a debate that I wish to have before the camera, before the people of Goa. And if he will let the cameras come, if he will let a debate between him and myself happen before you guys, before the people of Goa, I am willing to go to his office, his residence, his MLA office, wherever he wishes for me to come. I will be there.
As you are talking only about the electricity, yesterday CM said that Goa has many more other schemes than Delhi for the people of Goa.
Like
for old age people,
in Delhi,
women's.
in Delhi, every woman has access to free public transport. No woman, no female citizen of Delhi, not just old, every of any age, need not pay for public transport. Entire public transport is free. Education of children is entirely free. You don't have to pay money for anything. And the schools of Delhi today match not just the best private schools, but perhaps the best international schools. The healthcare sector in Delhi has seen a rapid change over the last 5 years of the Kejriwal government, where you have mohalla clinics across Delhi providing best primary healthcare facility. You have state-of-the-art super specialty hospitals where entire treatment is free. Even the most expensive medicines, the most expensive medical examinations and operations are absolutely free of cost. You have electricity that is free. In Delhi, let me tell you, even water is free. All this is being done by the government of Delhi, absolutely free of cost.
But if you have good.
But in Goa, nothing is free. You pay so much money for your electricity. You don't get medicines in hospital, you have to purchase from outside. You have to purchase books from outside. Look at the standard of the healthcare facilities and the school education that you get in Goa in comparison to what you get in Delhi. So my question is, where is this money going? When the government of Delhi is spending rupees 30,000 per year per person, can give so much, why can't the government of Delhi, the government of Goa that spends 1,40,000 rupees per annum per person not give the same amount and the same type of facilities? What is stopping them? Where is this money going?
First, you speak about mohalla clinics, everything. Then, what is the reason for this drastic increase in COVID cases in Delhi at the moment? That is one thing. Second thing, everybody talks about this pollution.
Yes.
And even our CM said, you take care of your state first.
Yeah.
Instead of talking about Goa.
No.
You curb all these issues first. So, what is your say and your CM say on this?
I'll tell you. First of all, the entire population of this country, every citizen of this country is looking towards Delhi, looking towards the Kejriwal model of development. They are looking towards the Kejriwal model of development because they also want free electricity in their state. They also want free water. They also want mohalla clinics. They also want best healthcare facilities. And they also want state-of-the-art, free of cost school education. That is why people of Goa are also looking towards the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, with regard to your question on pollution. Pollution, my friend, is not a Delhi specific issue. Pollution is a North India issue. In the months of October, November and December, neighboring states of Delhi, namely Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, burn stubble. When the stubble is burnt, put to fire, pollution comes with the help of the winds towards Delhi and the entire city of Delhi gets clogged with pollution. It is because of these states and the criminal negligence on the part of Punjab, Haryana and UP government that they leave their farmers to burn the stubble, as a result of which the entire North Indian region is choked. I would like to tell the Honorable Chief Minister of Goa that the air quality index, and listen to me very carefully my friend, the air quality index of Varanasi, which is the parliamentary constituency of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, is much worse than the air quality index of Delhi. What is the Prime Minister doing? Why can't he control air pollution in Varanasi? The Prime Minister cannot control it or has failed to control it because it's a North India issue. And all states need to work together to ensure that. If there is one Chief Minister who is seen to be fighting air pollution and is actually fighting air pollution, demonstrated the political will to fight air pollution and the administrative might to fight air pollution, the name of that Chief Minister is Arvind Kejriwal. And as a result of which the central government last year issued a report and said that the quality of air in Delhi has improved by 25%. It is because of the people of Delhi and the administration of Delhi. On your question of COVID cases, yes, there is a third wave that has hit Delhi. Yes, the situation is alarming. And yes, the administration of Delhi, the Delhi government and the central government, the Honorable Home Minister of India and the Chief Minister of Delhi are working very closely to control the spread of this third virus. Delhi has suffered a double whammy when it comes to COVID. Delhi has the country's busiest international airport. And right at the onset of this disease, all travelers came through Delhi and spread across the city of Delhi, as a result of which the virus also spread. After that, you had the issue of Tablighi Jamaats, which also became a super spreader in Delhi. There were several whammies that Delhi had to suffer, but still the one model that is being hailed for controlling the outbreak of COVID in the country is the Delhi model.
You said 73% of population will
Yes.
get a free electricity.
Yes.
But in Delhi, they generate their own electricity. But whereas in Goa, we buy electricity from the neighboring states.
No, we don't generate electricity. We have shut down all thermal power plants in Delhi. We don't generate electricity. We also purchase. The model is almost similar. But in Goa, 73% of people will get zero bills of electricity within 48 hours of Aam Aadmi Party forming the government. And another 20% consumers, 20% population of Goa will get 50% reduction in their electricity bills when the Aam Aadmi Party forms the government. And we will implement this promise within 48 hours of forming the government in Goa.
You are talking about forming the government, but when it is?
Sorry?
You are talking about forming the government in Goa, when it is?
When?
Yeah.
There are two options to do this. One is that the BJP reduces the electricity bills of the people of Goa, and if they can't do it, they must resign and we will govern. And the other option is that the elections are supposed to happen, the state elections. Once they happen, the people of Goa are eagerly looking for change. They are today confused who to vote for. They don't know. Today they vote for Congress. Congress goes to BJP, merges with the BJP. This politics of merger and acquisition has been going on in Goa for quite some time. Today what the people of Goa need is upright, honest politics. And it is only honest politics that can solve the problems of Goa.
Sir, if you are talking about honest politics and all, what was the reason for your earlier commander to leave all this gold? And even the secretary who mentioned saying that there were politics inside your own committee.
Look, please understand, there are internal party issues in every political party. In
That's
fact,
not honest.
which media house do you come from, my friend?
Local Goan reporter.
No, which media house?
Goan reporter.
Goan Reporter. Now, even in your organization, Goan Reporter, there are several editors and reporters who come and go.
Alone.
Okay, you handle it alone. Then you are this small. I am talking of a large organization. Aam Aadmi Party is a very large organization. I am not talking of a small organization, but any other media house. For the sake of this conversation, there are people who come and go. There are people who resign. In our case, Mr. Gomes has resigned to concentrate in his constituency, to work there. These are internal party issues which we will resolve. We are a family. We will resolve these issues. What is important is not what is happening with X, Y or Z. What is important is how do we benefit the people of Goa. Is the government working towards benefiting the people of Goa, or is the government working towards looting the people of Goa? That is the moot question. Let's try and concentrate on that.
Sir, as you said that the 2022 the only opposition party will be the BJP. Why not other Goan party?
There are even regional parties.
No, of course there are. Look, it is my assessment of things that today the political landscape of Goa stands reshaped with the entry of Aam Aadmi Party, with the new fresh breeze of air and the fresh politics, honest politics that Aam Aadmi Party brings. The people of Goa are looking at the Aam Aadmi Party as a ray of hope, and therefore I say that with the irrelevance of Congress, with the betrayal and defections caused by the Congress, today the politics of Goa is a politics, and the next election is between the Aam Aadmi Party on one hand and the Bharatiya Janata Party on the other.
Will align with any regional party?
Well, look, today the question is of electricity. I have come to debate that, not to discuss issues of alliances, but I can certainly say that the Aam Aadmi Party is fully geared up, and the Aam Aadmi Party in Goa, the Goa unit of Aam Aadmi Party, will form the next government in Goa, and within 48 hours of forming the next government in Goa, reduce the electricity prices to close to zero, and 73% Goans will get zero electricity bills, and 20% Goans will get 50% reduction in their electricity
You just
bills.
spoke about forming the government in Goa. How many seats you would like to contest in Goa?
We will contest all
And
seats.
in the last 4-5 years, what is the percentage level of voting that you have been able to convince people?
Is anyone else have question? I'll answer this. Does anyone else have any question?
Nobody does.
Okay, I'll answer this.
One more thing. What I'm saying is that
Yeah, yeah.
maybe the 3-4 people likes to see you, and then all these people. We have hardly seen there as a bad number of Aam Aadmi Party.
It's a very interesting question. In 2013, when we fought our first Delhi election, when Aam Aadmi Party was a new party, people used to say to us, like my friend from the back is saying, that you guys have no presence. You guys have no organization ability. You guys don't understand politics. Politics is a different game. You don't look like politicians. You don't dress up like politicians. You don't speak like politicians. You can't do politics. You will be thrown away. People will reject you. These political parties will eat you like a sausage for breakfast. All these things were said. What happened in 2013? People of Delhi looked at Aam Aadmi Party as a ray of hope, and we formed our first government. In 2015, we formed another government in Delhi with the highest ever electoral mandate given to any political party in the history of independent India. Again in 2020, we were ridiculed, and it was said, what he is saying, how many seats will you fight? Do you have organizational presence? What is your track record? Do you understand politics? Again, the Aam Aadmi Party formed the government with 90% seats, winning 90% seats in the House. We have formed a government thrice in Delhi. And again, of course, our detractors used to say similar things. We tried to reject Aam Aadmi Party, write off Aam Aadmi Party. But Aam Aadmi Party stood the test of time.
The
Yes.
minister seems to be trying to call you.
Okay.
You are not picking up the phone.
Well, I don't have any missed call from him.
Tell him to.
You seem to have a direct line with the minister. नहीं. So, आप अपने फोन से बात करा दीजिएगा. Thank you. Thank you so much.
अरे दो इशू था.
हाँ.
आपने तो बोल रहे हो उसके मॉडल के इशू के बारे में.
किसका? नहीं, आज इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पे रखा है. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. Thank you.